Hello everybody, welcome back to American Textbook Reading. I'm Brian Stewart. We're going over lesson 4 right now in our book. We're talking about people need laws. In this unit, you will discover why citizens must follow laws. So why should they follow the law? Let's take a look though, of course, when we talk about citizens, what exactly do we mean by citizen? A citizen is a person. So a citizen is a person, it's a human being who lives and works in a community, right? We talked about community before. So a person who lives and works in a community. Are you a citizen? Yes, of course. You are a citizen of your community. You are also a citizen of your country, and that's very important. People are usually, when they think about citizens, they are citizens of different countries. But you are also a citizen in your community. This means that these people who live and work together, they are citizens. They have rights and responsibilities that they have to follow. And part of the responsibilities of a citizen is to follow the law. Now, a law is a rule that people in a community must follow. It's kind of interesting. By the way, we say a law is a rule, but is there a difference between law and rule? Actually, there is a little bit of a difference, right? Laws are more formal. Laws are made by larger groups of people, like governments. And if you break the law, the punishment is a lot stronger than if you break a rule. A rule is usually made by smaller organizations, less formal. For example, your school has rules. Your parents have rules for the family. If you break a rule in school or in your family, the punishment is probably not as strong as breaking the law. If you break a law, that's really serious punishment. But if you break a rule, it's less punishment. However, you should always obey or follow the law or the rule, right? It's the rule that people in a community must follow. The community makes those laws, okay? Now I just said you must follow or obey those rules. Obey, another word that is very similar to that, is follow, right? Obey means to do what you are told to do. So if this girl tells the dog to do something, that dog should obey her, right? Of course, we're not dogs, we're human beings, but we can also follow or obey the laws and the rules of our community. The laws of our community, we should follow or obey the rules of our school and our families. So when we talk about rules and laws, we think about what verbs we use with those words. We use obey or follow. Obey the law. Obey the rules. Follow the law. Follow the rules. Okay? So we use obey or follow, kind of either one, it's okay, doesn't matter. And we use those words with laws and rules. So that's a very important thing. Citizens must obey the laws of the community, right? I just used 3 of the vocabulary words, and that's what we're talking about. What makes a good citizen? Okay. Now, why should we follow or obey the law? Because if we do, that means that it will be fair. Our community will be fair. Our lives will be fair. What does that mean? If something is fair, it means equal to everyone. That means that this person and this person are equal in their situation, in their opportunities, in their life. Everybody should have the equal opportunity to do what they want to. Everybody should have equal laws. Everybody should follow the same laws means that everybody is equal, everybody is fair. Equal means the same, right? If everybody is the same or everybody has the same responsibilities and everybody has the same responsibility and they follow the same rules, that will be a fair society. It will be fair. If somebody is not following the law or somebody breaks the rules, you can say, hey, that's not fair. That's not fair. If you say it's not fair, it's not equal. Somebody is trying to be better than other people. That's not fair. They should be fair. Everybody should have the same. Everybody should be the same. That's equal. That is fair. Okay. Also, another reason we should follow laws or obey the rules is because it will be safe. Safe, of course, means in no danger. Of course, we're talking about traffic laws, or it's usually traffic laws. If you follow the traffic laws, people will be safe. Nobody will get hurt. It's not just traffic laws, but there are many other laws like that too, right? Don't steal, right? Somebody might hurt somebody. Somebody might get in a fight. Follow the laws, obey the rules. Everybody will be safe, in no danger. They will not be in danger. Also, another reason to follow laws and rules is to have a clean society, right? So we have a clean society, it means not dirty. We don't like to go out on the street and see trash and all sorts of dirty things laying around. We want our society, our streets, our neighborhood to be clean and nice to live in. So we can see there are three big reasons here to follow rules or laws. We want things to be fair, we want things to be safe, and we want things to be clean. Those are all reasons we should follow the law or obey the law. Okay, now let's talk about some other idea in relation to laws or rules. We have traffic sign here. It's a two-word vocabulary. Traffic sign. Now a sign of course is some large poster or billboard, right, that you can see. There's some symbols and letters on it that tell you a certain thing. It has a certain meaning behind that sign. It's a sign that gives drivers and walkers information. You are probably not a driver, you're probably a walker, right? So, but when we're on the streets, we need information. We need to know what is the law. Sometimes we don't know the law. We have to look at the signs to understand what is the law. This one says the law is this street is one way. You can't drive two ways down the street. It's only one way. This sign says, okay, you can go right or you can go left, either way, but you can't go straight. This one says don't enter, do not go down this way. Maybe it's a one-way street, you don't want to go the wrong way. So drivers and people who are walkers, can see these traffic signs very quickly and know what to do, what the law is. And they obey these laws. They follow these signs and they'll be safe and they'll be happy, right? And it'll be fair for everybody. Okay, now we have a bad situation here. Sometimes, of course, people might break the law, and that's not right. You shouldn't break the law. You shouldn't break the rules, right? That means to do something that laws tell us is wrong. If the law says don't do something, don't do it. This person is breaking the law. The sign says, please do not climb the hill. This person is about to climb the hill. She is breaking the law. So to break a law, you could also break the rules, right? Break the rules. That's not correct. Somebody who breaks the law, somebody who breaks the rules, they are doing something that is wrong. By the way, what do you call somebody who breaks a law? Somebody who breaks a law is called a criminal. Criminals are people who break laws. And if they're caught, the police catch them, the punishment is very strong. They go to jail, don't they? So criminals break laws. Citizens, good citizens, do not break the law. Okay, now when people break laws, they make problems. So a problem is a trouble or a difficulty, right? So when people break laws, they don't obey the rules, they're making problems for everybody else. Now, when you cause trouble, right? You cause trouble, you give somebody trouble, give trouble. Don't give other people trouble. Don't make difficulties. Make difficulties. You can also say make a problem, but you shouldn't do these things. Make difficulties, right? So don't give trouble, right? Don't. I'll put that in big letters over here. Don't give trouble. Don't make difficulties. Follow the law. If you do these things, you're making a problem. You're making a problem. Don't make a problem, right? This lady has a problem, right? She's very upset about something. So she has a problem. Her life is difficult. She has some trouble. We don't want to have trouble. We don't want to have difficulties. So follow the laws. Don't make problems. Okay. Let's take a look at our chart here. Why must citizens follow laws? Well, we saw a little bit of those ideas, right? in the vocabulary section, right? We saw that it's important for different ideas. We want to be fair, we want to be safe, we want to be clean. Those are things, those are good reasons that we should not break laws. So we have an interesting chart here. Here we have the laws. Now if you obey them, this is what happens. If you break the law, this is what happens over here. So why should we follow the laws? Well, if you obey the laws, things are fair, things are safe, things are clean, and everybody's happy. But if you break the law, you cause problems. You give difficulties, right? There are many kinds of laws in a community. People can make or change laws. So that's interesting to note there, right? There are many kinds of laws in a community. Think about the laws in your community. If we look at these pictures, we can think about some laws, right? For example, it's a law to put your babies in a special child seat and buckle up, wear your seatbelt. It's a law not to throw trash on the ground. Don't throw trash on the ground. Those are laws. If you obey the laws, things are safe and clean. If you obey the laws, it's fair. Everybody is equal. But if you break the laws, then you cause problems. Now, of course, not all laws are good. Sometimes people make laws that are silly or that are not very effective. In that case, people can change the law. You can change the law. You can say, well, this law isn't good. To make this street a one-way street, it's too inconvenient. It causes too many people problems. So let's change the law and make the street a two-way street. You can do that. Communities get together and they can change the law. They also make the law. But remember, laws are made by communities. It's a very formal process. It takes a lot of people, sometimes a little bit of arguing, but a lot of agreement. Everybody has to come into agreement and then the law is made. It's very difficult to make laws, but once the laws are in place, we should obey the laws and not break them. Okay, let's move on. Let's match our